Time now for your forewarned weather with Thomas Keyboy.
Good morning, Utah, and happy Friday. We've made it to the end of the work week. The time is currently 6:12. Wanted to start off by giving an update on our snowpack, which is doing really well. All of our major basins are reporting 100% of median or more, and resulting in the statewide percentage of median 118%, and we're more than 85% of the way to our median peak when it comes to our snowpack for the season. Now, as we go through the next few days, we'll see quiet conditions, so this will more or less remain status quo, and that number might go down a little bit by early next week. We'll start to add more snow to the equation. We'll talk more about that in just one moment. In the meantime, the forewarned radar, nice and quiet, and that's more or less how it's going to stay for today, resulting in some views like this. The view from Red Cliffs Lodge in Moab looking incredible, twinkling stars above, calm conditions down below. Just a little bit chilly out there. Currently sitting at 29 degrees in Moab. Meanwhile, as we make our way up into northern Utah, we are looking at clear conditions for the most part as well, but one place where it might not necessarily be clear is up in Cache Valley, where we do have a dense fog advisory in place through noon today. About an hour or so ago, we were looking at completely clear conditions from this camera view, but you can actually start to see the fog building in just a little bit. So if you're traveling throughout Cache Valley this morning, build in some extra time, make sure that you use the low beams out there. Temperatures are starting off in the 20s and 30s for most. There are a few spots in the high country, though, that are waking up to temperature in the teens. This is your dog walking forecast in Salt Lake City for today. This is Dot right here. Maybe not going for a walk, but maybe going for a road trip since the weather over the weekend looks like it's going to be quite nice out there. But Dot is ready to go. Temperatures will be climbing from around freezing this morning along the Wasatch Front into the mid and upper 40s by this afternoon under mostly sunny skies. Pretty nice day if you want to spend some time outside with daytime highs coming in a little bit above our seasonal averages across the board. Mid to upper 40s along the Wasatch Front with a chance a few sneak into the low 50s like Salt Lake City at 50 degrees. We'll see a daytime high of 40 degrees in Logan, 56 degrees in Moab, 57 in Bluff, and St. George today likely to lead the way with a daytime high of 64. And we'll see mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies up and down the Beehive State. We'll see upper 30s and low 40s for the Wasatch back, while daytime highs throughout southwestern Wyoming between Evanston, Rock Springs, and Pinedale will mainly be in the mid to upper 30s. In central Utah, it's a good mix of 40s and 50s here, and we'll mainly see that mix of 40s and 50s carry over into southern Utah, just as St. George is the warm spot in the low to mid 60s throughout lower Washington County. That's a really nice way to end the work week. And we're ending the work week with this nice weather because we have this high pressure that's in the process of building in. Now, it's not going to be, I would say, the strongest high pressure, so we will continue to see at least a mix of sun and clouds through this weekend as the high pressure continues to mainly influence our weather. With those winds out of the southwest, each day will be a little bit warmer than the last. And by Sunday, we could be looking at daytime highs in the upper 50s along the Wasatch Front and potentially upper 60s down in St. George, giving us a full-on spring feeling. But by the time we get into next week, that spring feeling won't be lasting, because all signs are indicating a strong winter storm moving in from the northwest between the second half of Monday through the first half of Tuesday. And with our storms coming out of the northwest, it'll bring in much cooler air. And by Tuesday, there's a decent chance that we're talking about straight valley snow. So a big shakeup in our weather expected next week. We'll keep you posted on the details. We're still more than a few days away, so we'll have to fine-tune those details as we get closer. In St. George, we'll be in the middle 60s as we move into the weekend and could see upper 60s by our Sunday. Mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies across the southwest desert. Then we start to see that chance of wet weather Monday into Tuesday, with daytime highs easing back down to the 50s by Tuesday, all for them to warm right back up by the end of next week. Then along the Wasatch Front, daytime highs in the upper 40s to around 50 degrees today. Then it's mid 50s for our Saturday, upper 50s on Sunday. Actually could hit 60 degrees on Sunday. Then a chance of scattered rain and snow on Monday, and could see straight snow on Tuesday with daytime highs tumbling into the 30s, and it will be windy as well as the storm moves in.